Hey, good morning. It is Friday. Happy New Year. Uh, Friday means Frank's back with us after a brief hiatus. So, Frank, Happy New Year to you, and welcome back.
Well, thank you, Mark. Happy New Year to you, and I hope it was enjoyable.
Thank you. Before we delve into our watch list topic, I want to just remind everybody to please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you have any topics that you'd like us to consider for a future episode, shoot us a comment and we'll definitely consider it. So, Frank, as you know, we recently published our 2026 watch list. It sort of covers four primary areas: trends, companies, people, and events. And today we're going to focus on trends for a few minutes. And it gets a little convoluted, as you know, Frank. Trends can encompass technologies, it can encompass products, it can encompass companies. It's sort of one of these crossover terms that we use. But I think the elephant in the room, so to speak, is artificial intelligence, which has been a hot topic all of 2025. And I thought we could throw it around a little bit and talk about how it applies to the dealer channel. I know a lot of different software companies have rolled out products in the past year, such as ECI Square 9. I think iStocks is another one. We did a whole issue a few months ago dedicated to AI. But just wanted to get your take on why that's something to continue to watch out for. In terms of specific use within the channel, Frank, what are you hearing, or what are you seeing as far as dealers and the way they're using AI?
Actually, I'm hearing from dealers very little about AI unless I bring it up. This is not unusual for dealers. You come out with something as significant as this kind of development with a software, and let's realistically position this as a software tool, plain and simple. How you want to use it, how you can use it, it becomes part of the plan. And in terms of taking a look at how could it help me, but I haven't had one dealer interject in our discussions about what's going on, say anything about AI. And I think it's unfortunate because it is a significant tool. I mean, just think about it from the importance of solicitation for dealers. Now, that AI is a perfect tool for developing a whole solicitation package. So there's immediate responses to everything. Everything that they're aware of is going to be a typical question.
Yeah, and hopefully more dealers are open-minded or more open-minded about it this year, because we've heard from multiple sources, ignore AI at your own peril, because it's coming, it's here, whether you want it or not. I do remember at one of our dealer meetings, I can't remember which one it was. CJ might remember, but Jocelyn Gorman at DSI was talking about how they're using AI internally to sort of improve communication. And I've also heard, I think it was at the RICO meeting, about a dealer using it in a service context, service techs being more efficient and that sort of thing. I think the software companies, AI agent is the ESI product. They're using that for e-commerce. And to your point about solicitation, one thing I heard, Frank, is be careful, and maybe this is some of the hesitation that some dealers have. You have to have rules in place, because if you're a sales rep and you're going to use AI and you go out and you put your company's database, if you don't have rules in place and security protocols in place, your proprietary information can get out there, and that becomes concerning. And I think maybe some dealers are a little gun shy about that. But there's ways to do it. So that's kind of.
I don't think that's a relevant concern. I mean, there's definitely ways that they can do, to make sure that doesn't go to the wrong party.
Right.
I mean, again, it's solicitation. Who are you choosing to use this with? I mean, it's that simple. And I can think of so many situations where you've got to put something together that kind of gives a preamble of what you're going to be able to do and fire it off to stimulate the discussion. But at any rate, yeah, it's certainly an area it can be used and used well. And again, as I said in the beginning, it's a tool. Understand, look, there's a lot of things we have to learn, all of us. Frankly, I'm hesitant to use it for myself. And I certainly recommend, particularly to the independent dealer groups, they start putting on their agendas AI and how the individual dealers are using it. That's got to be one of the best ways to communicate this to any group of dealers. And I think it'll go over well. And I hopefully, people like CDA, BPCA, SDG, ICDA, Pro Dealer, American Co-op, put it on the agenda and let's find out what you're doing. Because candidly, I don't think I'm being boastful. When I don't hear a subject discussed from dealers, it's not being discussed. And if it's being discussed, uh, discussed in a limited environment, where perhaps the dealer is working with somebody in his own IT area on developing something and wants to do it quietly or whatever, but is not prepared to discuss it. So again, to me, it seems a lack of enthusiasm to get going with this.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see some of the shared, best practices that come out in the next year with these peer groups and how people are using it.
Well, that's the best advice I can give to dealers as a whole. For everybody that belongs to one of these groups, they put it on the agenda. And God knows they can invite speakers that are using it, outside of the group. And they'd be interested in talking to them.